Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel NCERT Maths with Bardeep. Today we are continuing our exercise 13.1 of chapter 13, that is direct and inverse proportions. So let's see our fourth question. A machine in a soft drink factory fills 840 bottles in 6 hours. How many bottles will it fill in 5 hours? Since a machine will work automatically, so it will have the same speed. If the machine works for more hours, then it will fill more bottles. If it will work for less hours, it will be less number of bottles. So that means if one value is increasing, other is also increasing. If one is decreasing, other is also decreasing. So this data is again in direct proportion. So this is the main thing in this question or in these type of questions, that is we have to analyze whether the given data is in direct proportion or indirect proportion or inverse proportion. So direct means if one is increasing, other one is also increasing. If one is decreasing, other one is also decreasing. If it is opposite, that is for one value increase, the other will decrease, or the vice versa, then it is indirect proportion. But in this case, this is direct proportion. So let's write the values. One thing is number of bottles, and second is hours or time. Okay, so 840 bottles in 6 hours. So we need to find number of bottles in 5 hours. So for this data, since this is directly proportion, so this is taken as x and that will be y. So this is x1, this will be x2. Okay, so how to write? Let x2 be the number of bottles to be filled in 5 hours. Again we will write, since both quantities are in direct proportion, therefore 840 over x2 should be equal to 6 over 5. Why? x1 over x2 is equal to y1 over y2. So we will cross multiply them, that is x2 multiplied by 6 is equal to 840 multiplied by 5. So what is the value of x2? So since this x is multiplied, so on this side it will be divided. So 840 multiplied by 5 over 6. Okay, so this is 2, 3 is a 6, then 420, so 140. So 140 into 5, x2 is equal to 140 multiplied by 5. So this is 14 5s are 70, 700 bottles. Okay, so number of bottles is equal to 700. Clear? So this is our fourth question. Now let's move on to the fifth one. So let's see our fifth question. A photograph of bacteria enlarged 50,000 times attains a length of 5 cm as shown in the diagram. What is the actual length of the bacteria? Actual length means without any enlargement. That means factor should be taken as 1. So whatever is the original length. If the photograph is enlarged 20,000 times, what will be the enlarged length? So they are asking two different questions in the same one. First is the actual length of the bacteria, that means factor should be taken as 1, and second is when the factor is 20,000 times. So let's make the table first. Here it is enlargement as our one quantity and length of bacteria as our second quantity, and length is given in centimeters. Okay, So first is for 50,000 times the length is 5 centimeter. So for 50,000 this is 5. Second is for actual length. So actual length means without any enlargement. So factor is to be taken as 1. Since this first is always taken as x and second as y. So this is x1, x2, y1 and the missing value is y2. So we will write here y2. Okay. Since this is in direct proportion, so we will use our formula, that is x1 by x2 is equal to y1 over y2. So since given quantities are in direct proportion, so we will write for actual length so what we have taken as actual length y2. So for actual length, that is y2, factor should be which factor? Enlargement factor. So enlargement factor should be 1. Okay. So therefore 50,000 over 1 is equal to 5 over y2. Then what is our next step? We should cross multiply it. So this way. So 50,000 multiplied by y2 is equal to 1 into 5. So what is y2 then? This is 1 into 5 over 50,000. Let's cancel this. 5, 10,000. Okay. So this is 1 over 10,000. So in standard form, this can be written as 10 raised to power minus 4, because this is 10 raised to power 4 and we will take the reciprocal. So this is 10 raised to power minus 4. Therefore, what is the actual length? This is 10 raised to power minus 4. Therefore, actual length is equal to 10 raised to power minus 4 centimeter. Correct? So now let's see the next part. If the photograph is enlarged 20,000 times, what would be its enlarged length? So that means if I write it here, so 20,000, okay, and we need to find the length. So since I have already taken y2, so I will take y3 here, okay. So again we will use these two values. So first we will assume this, let enlarged length be y3 centimeter for 20,000 times enlargement. Therefore 50,000 over this with this, okay, for 5 and y3 over 20,000 is equal to 5 over y3. So again cross multiply them. So this is 50,000 multiplied by y3 is equal to 20,000 multiplied by 5. So now what is y3? This is 20,000 into 5 over 50,000. See, these 4 zeros will be cancelled with this, 5 with 5, and we are left with 2. This implies y3 is equal to 2 centimeter. Therefore, enlarged length is equal to 2 centimeter. So what we have done is, first for the actual length we have taken the factor as 1, apply the formula for direct proportion, and we got this as 10 raised to power minus 4 centimeter. So second time again enlargement factor is given. So we will apply our direct proportion formula on again these two values and find our required value. So this is our question number 5. Now let's move on to the next question. So let's see our sixth question. In a model of a ship, the mast is 9 centimeter high while the mast of the actual ship is 12 meters high. Okay. If the length of the ship is 28 meters, how long is the model ship? Since we already know that we have a model for a big thing, so whatever are the dimensions of the big ship, that will be converted accordingly for the model. So here both data is always in directly proportion. So let's make a table first. So let's, on one side we will write the model of ship. Okay, so model dimensions, and on the other side actual dimensions for ship. Okay, so what is given to us? For 9 centimeter actual length is 12 meters. Okay, and if the length is 28 meters, what is the model value for the same dimension? Okay, so let it be x2, and since this data is in direct proportion, so just put the formula and find the answer. So we have assumed this to be x2, that is let length of the model ship. So this is equal to x2, since model is in centimeters, so we will write the units. Since both quantities are in direct proportion, see this line you have to write for every question. So whether it is direct or indirect, you should always mention it. Therefore, 9 over x2 should be equal to 12 over 28. Just cross multiply and find the answers. So x2 into 12 is equal to 9 into 28. So what is x2 then? This is 9 into 28 over 12. So 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 4 7s are 28, and x2 is equal to 3 into 7. So this is equal to 21 centimeter. So in the last we will write model ship is of, model ship has length 21 centimeter. Okay, so I hope this question is clear. Now let's move on to the next question. So let's see our seventh question. Suppose 2 kg of sugar contains 9 into 10 raised to power 6 crystals. How many sugar crystals are there in 5 kg of sugar and 1.2 kg of sugar? So means we have to find the number of crystals for two different values. Let's first write here. Here it is weight of sugar as our one quantity. Since this is in kilogram, we can write units here. Second is number of crystals. Okay. So since these two quantities are again in direct proportion, why? The main thing is, let's first write the values. For 2 kg, it is 9 into 10 raised to power 6. And we have to find for two different values, that is, one is for 5 kg and second is 1.2 kg. Since this quantity will be x and this is y, so this will be y1, now y2 and y3. So let it be y2 and y3. First of all, let's check why this data is in direct proportion. We are given with that we are having 2 kg of sugar and this is equal to 9 into 10 raised to power 6 crystals. So if we increase the quantity of the sugar, definitely number of crystals will also increase, and if we reduce the quantity of sugar, number of crystals will also decrease. So this data is in direct proportion. So let's apply here. So for 5 kg we have assumed it to be Y2. So let's write first. Let number of crystals for 5 kg of sugar be Y2. So since given quantities are in direct proportion, so we will write it first. Since therefore, so first we will take these two values, that is 2 over 5 is equal to 9 into 10 raised to power 6 over Y2. So cross multiply them. So this implies 2 into Y2 is equal to 5 into 9 into 10 raised to power 6. So what is Y2? So this is 5 into 9 into 10 raised to power 6 over 2. So 5 into 9 is 45, 45 over 2 into 10 raised to power 6. So 45 by 2 is 22.5. So this is 22.5 into 10 raised to power 6. But since this is not in standard form, so what we will do is we have to shift our decimal towards left. So one step is to be shifted towards left. So that is, we need 10 here and 10 here. Okay. So this will be 2.25 into 10 raised to power 6 into 10 means 10 raised to power 7. So this is the value of the number of crystals for 5 kg of sugar. So now let's see the second part. It is assumed as Y3 for 1.2 kg of sugar. So first we will write. So let number of crystals for 1.2 kg of sugar. This should be Y3. Okay. So again data is in direct proportion, but now we are referring these two values, first row and the third one. Okay. So therefore again, since data is in direct proportion, therefore 2 over 1.2 should be equal to 9 into 10 raised to power 6 over Y3. Clear? So again cross multiply them. So 2 into Y3 is equal to 1.2 into 9 into 10 raised to power 6. Okay, so what is Y3 in our case? 1.2 into 9 into 10 raised to power 6, and this 2 will come here. So 2. Now remove this decimal by writing 10 here. 2, 6, 12. So 6 into 9 is 54. So we will have 54 over this 10. Okay. Into 10 raised to power 6. So 54 by 10 will be written as 5.4 into 10 raised to power 6. Since this is already in standard form, no need of further calculations. We can stop it here. Okay. So this is the value for number of crystals in if the sugar is 1.2 kg, and this is the value for number of crystals if the sugar is 5 kg. So I hope this question is clear. This is all about this video. See you in my next video with the next question of this exercise. Thank you.